Less than 4 months to the November election, and today was a big day for former President Donald Trump. The federal classified documents case against him is dismissed tonight after a federal judge ruled the special prosecutor's appointment was unconstitutional. This just 2 days after a shooter tried to take his life during a rally in Pennsylvania. We'll have more on both those stories in just a couple of moments. But first tonight, it's also the beginning of the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee, and Donald Trump surprised everybody by making an appearance. He was resoundingly named their nominee to the 2024 presidential race. And they also welcomed Trump's vice presidential pick to the stage, rookie Senator J.D. Vance of Ohio. Callan Gray explains how that could impact the presidential race.
The top of the ticket taking shape at the Republican National Convention.
It is now time for us to determine our nominee for the office of Vice President of the United States, Senator J.D. Vance.
The Ohio senator officially joining former President Donald Trump's campaign. Trump writing on Truth Social, the decision involved, quote, lengthy deliberation and thought. And Vance will be strongly focused on the American workers and farmers in states including Minnesota.
You know, I think J.D. Vance will probably help Donald Trump in Minnesota. And I think what's going to happen is J.D. Vance is going to increase the turnout, the enthusiasm among Republicans and among some independent voters that are going to see the Vance pick as fresh and new and exciting.
Vance served in the U.S. Marine Corps and graduated from Yale Law School. His 2016 memoir, Hillbilly Elegy, which details his family's struggles involving addiction and poverty in Appalachia, was later adapted into a movie.
This is a guy who's really has a voice.
Political science professor Larry Jacobs points out Vance in the past has been a fierce critic of Trump during his first presidential campaign, calling Trump America's Hitler. Vance later apologized and got Trump's endorsement as he ran for Senate in 2022.
He is someone who has got fiery views about government and the role of government, particularly in terms of providing assistance to people, which he sees as sapping their initiative.
On other issues, Vance has expressed support for a 15-week national abortion ban, support for Israel in its war against Hamas, and is critical of the U.S. support of Ukraine in its war. At 39 years old, Jacobs calls Vance a forward-looking pick.
I think Donald Trump is putting his brand on the Republican Party for decades.
President Joe Biden today called J.D. Vance a, quote, clone of Trump on the issues. Biden's campaign says the Biden-Harris ticket is fighting to expand freedom, while Trump and Vance, they say, want to live in a country where, quote, people have less freedom. And the campaign told reporters they feel good about that contrast. The RNC goes until Thursday, Kevin.
Okay, Callan, thank you.